Hey everybody, these are my 5 tips of things to delegate for me to buy back my time, to spend more time on the things that I love, and also to help me make more money. It's really important that you learn how to delegate and outsource. And here's the thing, most people think that you have to have more money to delegate and outsource, and that is the wrong way to think about it. Here's how I want you to consider it for your life. I want you to look at your discretionary spending. I want you to look at the things that you already spend on. Everything from subscriptions to memberships to DoorDash to your grocery bill, your transportation bills, everything that's discretionary in your life, because that is the money that we're going to work with. Number one, grocery shopping. Your girl, she's not going to do it. So I outsource grocery shopping to Instacart. Instacart is a super accessible tool. You can download it, you can get a subscription. A lot of times the subscription actually is even tied to your credit card, where they'll even waive oftentimes the membership fee. So make sure that you're checking your credit card rewards to see if you can get access to an Instacart subscription, which gives you free delivery. The other thing that you have to be mindful of when you're doing Instacart is you have to look at making sure that you pick a grocery store that says in-store prices, because some grocery stores will charge you more for the exact same items if you're using Instacart. Depending on your grocery store and where you live, like I live in Nashville where we have Kroger's will also do a delivery service where you can pick up your groceries, or it's curbside where you can order it and pick it up if you want to do that. If it's already naturally on your route to work or on your route, pick up or drop off your kids, you could also do that, which is just saving you more time to get the exact same outcome. So grocery shopping, I delegate it to Instacart, but that's something that you can definitely delegate. The second thing that I delegate and outsource, and this is only in super busy seasons, so I don't do this all the time, but when I'm doing a lot, I often also delegate meal prep and food services. So there's been times when I've booked a local chef to cook for me, and they deliver twice a week fresh meals. I can eat them or pop them in the freezer so that I have them whenever for my family and for myself. I do that particularly when there's times and seasons when I'm not at home that much. So like when I'm traveling a bunch, because groceries I find actually just lead to more waste. So then actually getting a local chef, it's not as expensive as you think. There's a tool that I use to find local chefs. Let me find it real quick so I can tell you guys. Okay, so you can use Thumbtack. I've never used Thumbtack before for this service, but I use Thumbtack to find other services, which I'll tell you another thing I outsourced in a second. But you can use Thumbtack, but you can also honestly just Google it for your city, like local chefs. There is a tool, but I can't remember it right now. So if I remember it, I'll put it in the show notes so you guys can hear it. But basically, just Google it, find a local chef, try them out. They oftentimes can do things by dietary restrictions. They're also oftentimes using really quality ingredients, things from farmers markets. If you live in a city like Nashville or even anywhere in California, you can get great farm to table food, which is just higher quality organic food that's going to feel great to your body. So consider using a local chef. And if you also feel like, oh my God, I can't afford this, like how am I going to afford this? I dare you to look at your Uber Eats and your DoorDash bill. Like, I dare you. And then tell me you can't afford it. Oftentimes, these things are about trade-offs. It's about looking, well, what am I already spending? What am I already doing? And then saying, okay, I'm going to do something different that's going to have a better outcome for my body or for my time. So I'm going to say, number 3, the third thing that I outsource, which has been tremendously helpful for me saving time, is actually my wardrobe organizing. So I use Thumbtack to find someone who can come in, clean out my closet just 2 times a year, reorganize my closet so everything looks good. You all know this, but I had a baby almost 16 months ago, as I went through pregnancy. So I just had a lot of clothes, pregnancy clothes, then postpartum clothes, skinny girl clothes, big girl clothes, thick girl clothes. I had all types of clothes. And I just needed all of that to be cleaned out, because what it did was allow me to have more capacity every day to get dressed in something that I felt good in, and also to be able to pack my bags for my vacations, for my trips, for my speaking engagements, and have really clear outfits. So what I did after I had them clean out my closet was then I took pictures of different outfits, and I have those pictures in a photo album on my phone, so that I know exactly what outfits I want to wear or can wear when I'm doing speaking engagements or running out for a quick date night. I don't enjoy getting dressed. Some people do. And if you do, you don't have to do this. But If you are like me and you don't want to spend a lot of time and effort getting dressed, but you want to look good and you want to look put together, this is a great thing to do, is to actually get everything organized and then take pictures of your items, putting them together, and make sure that you even take pictures of yourself wearing them so that you can always open that photo album and know exactly what to wear and exactly what it's going to look like and how to style it without having to spend a lot of effort. So I no longer waste time in the morning being like, what am I going to wear? Like, I know what I'm going to wear. Everything is easy and ready and available for me. The next thing that I outsource is landscaping. Okay. I'm a really bad gardener. I've talked about this before on my podcast, The Journey, but I really enjoy fresh flowers, beautiful like flowers in the springtime, fresh tomatoes and things like that. So I used to go to Home Depot every year and drop like $500 on different flowers that I felt like were pretty and all types of stuff. And then inevitably, like I put it in the wrong soil, or I didn't water it enough, or we watered it too much, and all these different things because look, your girl didn't have time to research like before I pick up the plant, what if I'm supposed to even have this plant in the first place? Okay. So instead of doing that and wasting I've literally probably wasted like $3,000 or $4,000 doing this over the last 4 years. We hired a gardener last year and it was really simple. We said, here's the budget, $500. They go to nurseries. So they're going to the places that Home Depot was going to get the same plant. So again, working smarter, not harder. So basically the difference that it costs for the exact same plants is the cost of what it costs me to hire a person to do it. So they went and picked up the plants. They knew exactly what they were getting. They knew the colors that I wanted. But more importantly, they had already looked and said, oh, well, your backyard slants down slightly. So plants that need more water, we're going to put at the bottom. And plants that need less water, we're going to put at the top. And then these are shade plants and these are full sun plants. I'm like, you do you, boo, and you just make it look. And my garden looked like a tropical rainforest. Okay. I was so thrilled. It was beautiful. It was inspiring. It was like so nice to have a beautiful backyard. And we're doing it again this year, but it's something that saved me a lot of time and I got more joy out of it. And also less effort every day because I wasn't worried about, do I need to water this or do I not need to water it? They put it on an entire system with a sprinkler and it just happened. So I saved time and effort and got maximum joy and reward, which is always what we're looking for in the Work Smart way. The fifth thing that I have delegated recently and outsourced, and this one has been really interesting because I wasn't quite sure that it would work out, but it's been really nice, is I have the same person drop me off and pick me up from the airport every single time. I used to have Ubers and order Uber Black, and in the morning, you wake up at the butt crack of dawn and be like, how long is it going to take this Uber to get here? And you order it. But now I have a guy that I text and I say, this is my upcoming schedule. He picks me up, drops me off at the airport, and then will pick me up when I get back from my trip. And what's really nice about that is you have a consistent person. I can trust the water in the car. There's been weird stories lately about safety in Ubers, but also more importantly, it's the exact same cost every time. Where I live in Nashville, depending on the hour that I'm traveling, it could be $150 to get to the airport there and back. But with a driver, it's the same price every time, $75 to $85 there and back. And so that really, you would think that it would cost you more money, but it doesn't. It allows me to have more flexibility, more time. And also, I know I don't have to wait and sit at the airport for 20, 30 minutes waiting for a car to get there, that he's going to be watching the flight and he's going to be ready to go. So this is something that you can consider. All of these tips are things that don't necessarily cost you more money, but it's about re-looking at how you're already allocating your spending, your discretionary income. How can you look at those things that you're spending and then figure out a more customized way to spend it that's going to fit better for your schedule, that's going to fit better for your time, so you can maximize your energy on the things that matter most. So I hope you enjoyed these 5 tips. Let me know if you have any other suggestions or what other videos you want from me. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.